Picture this for a second. You walk into a futuristic luxury showroom. Everything is clean white. Lights are glowing softly. The floor reflects like glass. And right there in the center, standing like a king on its own stage, is the 2026 Harley-Davidson Street. Not just a motorcycle, a statement, a presence, a machine that doesn't ask for attention, it commands it. And the moment your eyes lock onto it, you already know this is not built for average riders. This is built for those who want to feel every heartbeat of the road. The first thing that hits you is the design. Sharp yet muscular, modern yet undeniably Harley. Every line looks intentional, every curve feels sculpted rather than assembled. The tank flows perfectly into the seat, the stance feels aggressive but controlled, and the proportions make it look powerful even when it's standing completely still. It feels like the kind of bike that looks fast even parked, and when you move closer, that's when the details start speaking. The texture of the seat, the precision in the metal finishes, the way the panels align seamlessly, it feels less like a product and more like a piece of mechanical art. This is where Harley-Davidson clearly decided to redefine what the street name means. It's not just about cruising anymore, it's about attitude. The front profile gives off that bold, predatory look. The headlamp feels like it's staring straight through you, and the overall body language says one thing clearly. This bike was born to own the streets. You can almost imagine the attention it would pull at traffic lights, the way people would turn their heads as it rolls by, the way conversations would pause just because of its presence. Now let's talk about how it feels to sit on it. The ergonomics are built for control and confidence. The seat height feels approachable yet commanding. The handlebars fall naturally into your hands, the foot pegs feel perfectly placed, and suddenly you realize something important. This bike isn't just made to look good. It's made to connect with the rider. It feels like Harley actually listened to what modern riders want: comfort for daily use, posture for control, and design that makes you feel like you belong on it the moment you sit down. And then there's the engine character, that soul that Harley is famous for. You don't just ride this bike, you feel it. The vibration, the pulse, the way the machine communicates back to you, it's emotional. It's raw but refined, powerful but usable. It's the kind of performance that doesn't try to scare you, but instead builds trust with you mile after mile. Whether you're cruising through the city, rolling down open highways, or carving through night roads with the city lights reflecting off the tank, the experience feels immersive. What makes the 2026 Harley-Davidson Street even more exciting is how modern it feels without losing its identity. The digital display is clean and futuristic, giving you all the essential information in a way that feels premium rather than cluttered. The lighting feels sharp and high-tech. The finishes feel premium to the touch. Everything about it feels like it belongs to the future, but still carries that unmistakable Harley DNA that riders around the world connect with emotionally. This is also a bike that adapts to your personality. Look at how different color combinations completely transform its vibe. In matte black with red accents, it becomes dark and aggressive. In pearl white with rose gold, it turns into a luxury icon. In midnight blue with neon cyan, it feels futuristic and cyberpunk. That's the beauty of this design. It's a canvas for your identity. You're not just buying a motorcycle, you're choosing how you want the world to see you. And let's be real, motorcycles are not just about transport. They're about freedom, about escape. About that moment when you twist the throttle and the world behind you fades away. The 2026 Harley-Davidson Street feels built for that exact emotion. It feels like it's designed for late-night rides when the city is quiet, for early morning starts when the roads are empty, for weekend getaways when you just want to disappear for a while. It feels like a companion, not just a machine. There's also something powerful about owning a Harley. It's not just a brand, it's a legacy. And this bike carries that legacy forward in a way that feels fresh and exciting for a new generation. It doesn't feel stuck in the past. It feels evolved. It feels like Harley-Davidson looked at where the world is going and said, "We're not following trends, we are setting them." And the street reflects that mindset perfectly. Imagine rolling this bike out of your garage, the sunlight hitting the bodywork, the sound as the engine comes alive, the way it feels under you as you pull onto the road. The way every ride feels slightly cinematic, slightly dramatic, slightly unforgettable. That's the experience this bike promises, not just speed, not just looks, but feeling. Because at the end of the day, the 2026 Harley-Davidson Street isn't for everyone. And that's exactly the point. It's for the ones who feel something when they hear an engine note. For the ones who value design. For the ones who see riding as therapy. For the ones who don't just want to go from point A to point B, but want to enjoy every second in between. And maybe that's the real magic of this bike. It doesn't try to convince you with specs alone. It convinces you with emotion, with presence, with identity. The kind of motorcycle that once you see it, once you imagine yourself on it, once you feel that connection in your mind, it's very hard to forget.